Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the second day of Supercharge, your Sustainability Skills Challenge. I'm Virginia Cinquemani. I'm the director and founder of Green Gorilla Consultants Ltd, which is a training and coaching company dedicated to sustainability professionals to help them make an impact. I'm also the author of this book, Sustainable: How to Find Success as a Sustainability Professional in a Rapidly Changing to also host our masterminds, which we're going to start talking about maybe tomorrow. But I've hosted this, I wanted to launch this challenge to support you, sustainability professionals and leaders out there, to really start focusing a little bit on your skills. And today is day 2 of this challenge, a week-long challenge. Yesterday we talked about communication. And by the way, I would love to know if you are listening to this live or whether you are watching this as a recording. Please let me know whether you participated to the first day, the communication day. What did you think about it? Were you surprised? Was it difficult to explain something complex to a 5-year-old, which was the challenge that I set? But also, did you manage to listen attentively to people around you, and what did you find out? I would love to know what you thought about it. So please use the chat to tell me about that. But today we're going to talk about resilience, which is the second key skill of sustainability professionals. Why is that? Why is it so important? Because in spite of your passion for sustainability, there are always setbacks, but that's in life, okay? That's not just in sustainability, but in sustainability seems to be quite a recurring issue, especially with two things. One, we are at a real pivotal point in the way sustainability is happening in the world, and there are certain industries that are more ready to accept it, and maybe they do it as a normal thing now. Sustainability is a no-brainer. Other industries, probably the majority, haven't embraced it yet. So for sustainability professionals who are the people that have to push this in the world, it's hard to get setbacks. It's hard to get clients that don't want to jump on board. It's hard to try and convince people and getting a lot of rejections. So that's the first issue we have in our sector, very specific to the sector. The second one is eco-anxiety. So lots of us suffer from eco-anxiety. We know what's happening. We know about the climate crisis. We know about biodiversity loss. We know what the state the planet is in, and we have the knowledge in our little capacity to actually change things. But we feel that weight, we feel that anxiety, and sometimes that's crippling. It doesn't allow us to actually spring into action. But also there are day-to-day setbacks like redundancies. This year we've seen lots and lots of our people, sustainability people, being made redundant because of the pandemic. There is the pandemic itself and all the challenges, the emotional, the practical challenges that is being posing to us. So all of these are setbacks. Resilience is the ability to bounce back. How do we bounce back from whatever happens in our life that we judge as a negative thing? I'm saying that purposefully. How do we judge certain things as negative? Because theoretically, life happens. There is no good or bad, is a filter that we put into it. So how can we reinterpret and reframe things? Maybe not as a 100% beautiful thing when you get made redundant, or when someone you love is affected by the coronavirus. But what silver linings can you find in that? And it's hard sometimes when things are really, really looking away from you in a way. Okay, but how can we make an impact when we feel deflated? That's the thing, that's the question. So resilience is important. Developing resilience is very, very important to bounce back and to be able to make an impact with the knowledge and the passion that we have for sustainability. Now, in the book and in the courses and in the mastermind, we dedicate a lot of time developing resilience. And we also talk about grit, which is the capacity to keep your eyes to the target and really focus. But today, because it's a mini challenge, we're going to start developing that resilience, focusing a little bit on something that happened in your past and see how you manage to move on so that you can learn for the future. In fact, I really love this quote by Nelson Mandela: in life, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And that's a quote that I live by, I got to say, because like everyone else, I had my fair share of setbacks in life, but then I realized that a negative outlook wasn't conducive to me being very productive. It wasn't conducive to me being, impactful as I wanted on others. So I decided that I purposefully, this is a word I can't say, look for silver linings every time something happens that is not entirely, that I'm not happy with. And that's a habit that you have to develop, like any skill, guys. So I know we're talking about supercharging our skills. This week is purely an introduction to skills, because it takes a little time, especially to develop the habit. You might have the aha moment today, I hope, to say, oh, actually, maybe I haven't been reacting the right way all the way through until this point. But it's a habit that needs to be created. It's something that you do day in, day out. When things happen, your reaction has to change and come out of your comfort zone in that sense and develop a healthier habit that serves you better than what you've been doing so far. And that's the same with resilience. So with resilience, which is really the capacity to see the good aspects in challenging situations, we can use the 4S resilience plan. This is what you will find in the worksheet. So if you haven't signed up for the challenge, let me put the banner so that you know where to sign up. So this is the link that is going through at the moment underneath that shows you how to sign up for the challenge. You will find all the material from yesterday. You'll find the material from today. And then every day he opens up at this time, I think at midnight, with a new material that that I put there, especially worksheets. Okay, so let me share now. Let me share this. So this is the worksheet that you're going to find in the portal where you sign up. And these are the 4 S's. So the 4 S's are the things that you need to reflect upon that can help you move on and develop your resilience. So first, support that you can depend on. Strategies that keep you going. I apologize, my son is crying in the background, which is fantastic. And, it's life in the pandemic. I'll try and move on until, something happens. But anyway, so support. So support you can depend on. And support that you can rely at the moment of difficulty. Strategies that keep you going. Okay, I think I need to jump back. Oh no, actually there is silence now. No, there isn't. I gotta be quick and close this very quickly. So strategies that keep you going. Sagacity, which is wisdom and insight that you can hold on to. And then solution seeking, so behaviors that you show as a consequence. I will come back. I will come back live because my son is tearing his hair, and I think he needs me. Or maybe not. Maybe there is silence again. This is life, guys. Anyway, so So just very quickly, the support you can depend on. So if you think about a past difficulty, something that you overcame successfully, for example, you lost your job, something like that. What support did you depend on? Who helped you overcome that particular difficulty? What strategies kept you going? So perhaps you structured your day in a way that allowed you to look after yourself, to reflect upon your options while thinking about the future. What wisdom did you rely upon? So the sagacity, what wisdom do you rely upon? Perhaps you told yourself that consistency was key to find a new job, and that you had all that you need to do so. I don't know, maybe you use your mantras or something like that. Any wisdom, or just what I was saying before by Nelson Mandela. So sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And then what solutions did you seek? So what did you do as a consequence? Perhaps you retrained, and every day you spend 2 hours looking for a new job. So your challenge today is to look through the worksheet. Let me bring myself back. Okay. Your challenge today is to look through your worksheet and write down, thinking about a past episode that, a challenge that you overcame, and see how you can use the 4 S's to identify things that can help you for the future. And so that way you start seeing how your resilience develops. An extra challenge, if you have time, is to think of 3 good outcomes from a big setback that you had in the last 12 months, and see what, whether you had anything good coming out of that. Now, please do use the platform that I set up to ask any questions, to comment, to send me feedback, etc. But because I also post the daily in there. And also a reminder that on Friday we have a Q&A. So I hope you jump online and you let me know how this challenge has gone. And I'm going to talk about what's next. If you're interested in developing your skills further, what you could do. So yeah, that's it. Sorry about the distraction. I'm going to see what my son is up to, because he's crying like crazy. Let's see. Yeah, and I will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. again. And but do let me know what questions you might have about today, about resilience. Yeah, and let me know how it's going for you. So thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.